You're listening to The Wounded Healer, Journeys into Amazing Health, with your host, Star Waters, the wellness and transformational podcast giving hope and restorative health to those who are sick and tired of being sick and tired. Now, here's your host, holistic wellness coach, Star Waters.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the episode 000 of the Wounded Healer Journeys into Amazing Health podcast. My name is Star Waters, and I am your host. Now tell me, has your curiosity gotten the best of you trying to figure out what a wounded healer is exactly? A wounded healer's description could fall under the following situations. A person born with a cleft palate becomes a surgeon specializing in the repair of cleft palates. A stutterer who corrects his problem becomes a speech therapist. A recovering alcoholic now works as a drug rehabilitation counselor. These individuals are living the story of the wounded healer. A person who uses understanding gained in his own or her healing to assist others with the same problems. One modern-day example of a well-known wounded healer can be seen in the life of Bill W., the co-founder of Alcoholics Anonymous, AA. Bill W. faced an illness over which he was powerless. He joined forces with Dr. Bob Smith to create a society of fellow sufferers. Since its inception in 1935, AA has become a source of healing and inspiration to millions of alcoholics around the world. AA is the motherlode of all 12-step programs, and it has been used to assist people to gain both their lives and respect back. Because we are all humans and we have the capacity to suffer spiritual, emotional, mental, or physical wounds, each of us has the opportunity to be a wounded healer. Think back to times when you have been most effective in helping others. You will no doubt find that the wounds you helped to heal were the very same wounds that you once overcame in yourself. Now that you know what and who a wounded healer is, I am sure your curiosity is racing to know in which direction this podcast will take you. Well, there will be amazing guests joining us with intriguing stories to share of their personal journeys into amazing health after their stint as being the wounded one. We will discuss topics of health, wellness, nutrition, and how foods act as medicine, or worst case scenario, how foods can act as a poison to our bodies and create illnesses. What roles physical fitness and an active body plays in healing us. Where, how, and when spirituality can restore wholeness, peace, tranquility, and mental clarity to our fractured selves, and how our emotions assist or work against our everyday interactions with ourselves and with others. And let me not forget our mental well-being. Living a rich, full, balanced life in all of the before-mentioned aspects of who we are compared to who we were created to be as authentic, whole, balanced beings is what this podcast is all about. One thing I know for sure, we will provide you, our listener, is with valuable tips, out-of-the-box information, food for thought, many different templates of exactly what a healthy, well-being life looks like that will place an aha moment in your heart so strong that you'll be compelled to share what you hear and learn here with those you love and care about. I serve the world as a holistic wellness coach. However, I started my journey in the role of the wounded. I was clueless as to why I was wounded, even the fact that I was wounded. My life and at that time, current situation was just how I was. The thought of being any different actually never entered my mind. The alarm clock went off and I got my awakening totally unexpectedly. hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of miles in the sky on an airplane. That is when I experienced my rock bottom wake-up call. What happened to me literally rocked my world. It definitely woke my behind up, that's for sure. I will share with you the entire story in my next podcast because I really want to give you a thorough blow-by-blow account of just how my world was rocked. And I am still affected today, some 25 years later, by the amazing health transformation. I am a way shower. In addition to being a holistic wellness coach, I wear many other hats of service to others. One is through my passion for healing foods. As a plant-based nutritionist, I use my knowledge of vegan and raw vegan cuisine to help my clients learn how to assist healing in their own bodies. As a writer, I teach the masses about holistic healing and wellness on social media. Using my gift of gab, I am a speaker on radio shows, presenting classes, workshops, and retreats. My wisdom of ascended knowledge allows me to teach about spirituality and the metaphysical world. I am also a flower essence practitioner. I have tapped into many amazing modalities of healing method. In general, I'm just a wealth of knowledge. Teaching is my thing, and sharing is my joy. It will be my pleasure to use these two core values during each and every podcast that follows. And as a listener, you will be blessed with delightful divine spirit and my starisms. Each moment the mic is hot. So, we don't want you to miss a single journey. Mark your calendar and set your alarm clock for Wounded Healer Wednesday. So comfy yourself, get front row and center, whether you're in a car or in front of your laundry basket, and soak in all the wisdom you can stand for each The Wounded Healer Journeys into Amazing Health podcast. If you like what you've heard just now, please share this podcast with a friend or a loved one. Until next time, this is your host, Star Waters, sending golden lights of pure joy and love, the two highest of all vibrations to you. Until next time.
Thank you for listening to The Wounded Healer Journeys into Amazing Health. If you enjoyed the show, spread the word. Also, go and subscribe, and while you're there, leave a 5-star rating and a review. We want to know your biggest takeaway from this episode. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at The Wounded Healer Podcast. Thanks again for tuning in. See you next time.